Now that we're working together, let's switch email addresses to make it a little easier to keep things straight. Please from now on use stepintomysterytraining@gmail.com. Again, that's stepintomysterytraining@gmail.com. I like using the Gmail addresses so that if we change the location of the website, as we do from time to time as the company grows, we still have all the information and communication that we have had with each other throughout the time that we've been working together. The way to be successful at anything is to really understand it. I want you to understand the product we produce so that you can talk intelligently to people about our events. The flexibility of the program is both its strength and its weakness. The strength is that we can adapt these events to just about any kind of business or event opportunity. The weakness is that it does take some training to understand the benefits of the product. We have asked you to send us information about yourself. This is so that we can help you find the right niche to work in. However, we often find that people who start out working in one field end up doing other types of events as well. First, you need to understand that these are not like any other events that you have attended or that your clients have attended. The typical mystery dinner is a play that goes on with actors, and the guests simply guess which character is the criminal and why at the end of the play. That's all the interaction there is. Our events have no actors. They are completely interactive. They have been developed to facilitate people moving, talking to strangers, looking for clues, solving puzzles, and discovering their own creativity. We have two kinds of events. The character events are probably the most fun. They are the most creative. If you are interested in seeing one before you start, you are always welcome to come to the farm. We hold events monthly here, and they are a great place to experience what you will be putting on. Just let us know when you want to attend, and we will be sure you have a great part. Pricing for these runs $30 for the first 40 people, $25 for the next 10 people. However, if there is more than 50 people, the price drops to $25 for all guests. If the person signs a contract for 4 events a year, the price drops by $5 for each level. We want to encourage them to have more than one per year. As one of our event planners, you would receive 50% of what you book in the beginning, and that percentage would go up as you learn and need less support. So, for example, let's say you book a party with your friends and family. You charge each of them $30 for the evening, which is less than what they would spend if they attended a home party for products, and they won't go home with an order of things they don't want. They will have fun and enjoy the evening. Let's say you get 20 people to attend. That's a $600 evening. You would get $300 to $450 depending on your commission level. For that, you would need to spend the time to set it up and about 2.5 hours to put it on. We do all the work. We create the entire event, and we send you something that you can just start and let it run. Do 2 or 3 of these a month and you have a great part-time income. Combine them with large events and you have a good full-time income. One event with 50 people is $1,250. In some parts of the country, the market will be higher. Do corporate events and the price is often higher. People pay up front. Don't get caught with people who say they will attend and pay when they get there. You will end up with parts that have no characters and the balance of the event will be thrown off. We would collect the money for you. You would have the discretion to lower the price to any point above $20. These events are primarily for 20 to 70 people. Actually, we could do more, but adjustments need to be made in timing. They are for adults 18 and over because they take critical thinking and an understanding of motivation and personalities. We can adjust it lower in age for an all-team party or for a group of youngsters who have some maturity, but the target audience for our main character events is 18 plus. Where would you put these events on? We do a lot at wineries, breweries, resorts, country clubs, bed and breakfasts, and other places where we can get a room that is separate from the normal traffic patterns. For example, some places have a dining room or a banquet room, which is perfect. For best results, find a group to work with that has enough members and followers that they can fill the event with their people. We have some wineries that consistently fill events with 50 to 70 people, and others that can't get 20 people to do something different. Part of it is their management and their relationship with their members or clients. There's also great for team building of corporations. People really have to communicate to solve the mystery, and it's a lot of fun. We suggest you start with friends or family, or that you attend one of our events. They are sometimes a little hard to imagine, and there is no way to relate to what the event is because they are so unique. We recently had a bed and breakfast owner inquire about doing an event. They decided to attend one we were doing at a winery, and they loved it. They have booked a couple a year, and they will put on the events themselves. After attending just one, they felt confident they could follow our simple instructions and put on their own events. We charge them only about half of what they would pay if we attended, but we make the money without having to travel to the event. From your standpoint, this is an excellent idea. If you book the event, we put it together, we send out the package, and you collect the fees. You can make $300 to $500 for doing nothing but making the sale. This is a job that can easily grow into a full-time, comfortable income. Our other kind of event is a little more flexible and a little bit easier. You don't have to know who is attending ahead of time, and there are no parts that are specifically written for a specific person. So if more people show up, there's no problem. If fewer people show up, again, there's no problem. You don't have a specific character that needs to fill a specific role. They are less expensive, and they adapt well for families and children. They are actually a game of Clue. We have done these for very large groups, such as junior high schools, clubs, Parks and Recreation Department, churches, and just about any type of social group. They are very flexible and can be used for anything from a fun event to corporate culture, from fundraisers to customer retention. They are shorter and require less sophistication to participate. However, because they are less expensive and more familiar to people, it is easier to sell them to large groups. Start with churches or schools and expand from there. They're fun family events, and they get everybody in the community talking and interacting. One of the large junior high schools that we put a game of Clue on for had 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. And it was beginning of the year. They wanted people to be able to interact. They wanted them to be comfortable with each other in the hallways. And they were very, very pleased that after the event, every student that they questioned who had attended said that they had talked with at least 2 or 3 people that they did not know. These events can also be adapted as fundraisers. Let's suppose that your school band needs a fundraiser. You can work it one of 2 ways. You can approach the local businesses to be a sponsor, and then you get a commission for each sponsorship you bring in. Or they can approach the local businesses. They save your commission, but then they have to do the sales work. We will have some training later on about the specific fundraising. We hope this has given you a good overview of how you can make money with Step Into Mystery. Our next section of training will deal with the fundraising. That seems to be a very popular way to make some money. And I hope you enjoyed the video that you've just seen. Thank you.